All right, gang. Welcome aboard once again for the weekly Mac Forum video chat. We're going to give this another try today and see if we can get things off the ground a little bit better than we did last night. Had a little technical issue with the sound there. Hopefully, we've gotten that resolved. Haven't really had a chance to test it extensively, but maybe the gremlins are out of the system. First of all, I want to say welcome to our newest member, Justin R518. Welcome to them and to all of our new members. Hope that you enjoy your time here in the forum and find a lot of useful information. So let's get right into things and see what I dug up yesterday and over the weekend for you. First of all, I want to take a look. This comes as a result of some experiences from member Nighthawk 4. This is an older thread that we just kind of tagged onto, and it has to do with um, when you're trying to install Windows 10 under Boot Camp. Uh, one of the issues that you may run into is trying to decide whether you should use um, a USB stick that contains the ISO of Windows, or whether you would need to use a digital hard copy, say CD or DVD. Now, here's the good general rule to keep things going, to simplify things. First of all, I do recommend that if you're going to do a boot camp partition, you print out or have access to the boot camp utility documentation. The information that's there covers a lot of things, but one of the things that maybe needs to be cleaned up a little bit. If you have a Mac that originally had a hard drive, CD drive, an optical drive, then as a general rule, you're going to have an easier time if you still have that optical drive in there and can install Windows that way. It is possible. I've seen some directions on the internet that allow you to use the ISO method with a machine that has that originally had a DVD drive, but sometimes that can be a real pain in the keister to get working. So one of the things that's going to affect how easily you'll be able to get things going is whether or not you've had this drive and this hard copy, this digital drive installed before. As a general rule, you want to use that method if you originally had a CD drive. And I realize that sometimes that's just not possible, but that can resolve a lot of issues here. All right. Next, I want to move right into a couple of things. This first one comes from member Mike from Mesa. Mike is planning to pass his computer on to a family member, and he discovered that when you're wiping the drive and you're starting over from scratch, it is not necessary to install each succeeding version of the OS after a clean install. You can skip the intermediate versions. So let's just say that, for example, if you do an internet install, it's going to install whatever was originally on the machine. Let's just, for the sake of argument, say Maverick. All right. Some people are under the impression that in order to take that machine up to Sierra, you would have to jump through all the other incarnations, go through it, El Capitan, etc., etc. You don't have to do that. First of all, if you can get to the App Store to download it, you could download the latest OS, assuming that your machine supports it. But even if you couldn't, let's just say that you've done a clean install and you've got Maverick or Yosemite, something like that on the machine, and you decide, I want to put Sierra on there. You don't have to go through each succeeding generation. You can go right to Sierra, assuming that your machine supports it. That can save you a good deal of time. That's not always as clear as it could be. And yet again, member Mike from Mesa here one more time. He's been very busy this week, and he was wondering why TextEdit seems to have changed its behavior. And that is to say that sometimes it opens in a documents folder as opposed to opening in an actual TextEdit editable document. As you can see in this screenshot from member Rad Dave, TextEdit used to open in a document, an editable document. You're ready to go. And Mike wanted to know why sometimes TextEdit seems to open in the documents folder as opposed to an editable document. And this seems to, I'm going to scroll down to the end here, and in Mike's mentions here, apparently he had to make a call to Apple to